Welcome to World Environment Day 2015, the United Nations Day for the Environment, and indeed the day in which people all over the world take action, take initiatives and demonstrate that we, each one of us, can make a difference when it comes to environmental sustainability and our common future. This year's theme, 7 billion dreams, one planet consumed with care, speaks to a phenomenon that in our everyday lives may still seem sometimes distant, particularly to those who live in parts of the world where they may not even have enough water, electricity or food. But taken together as 7 billion people, we know that our collective footprint on the planet in the year 2015 is already exceeding the regenerative capacity of this planet. In simple terms, that means we are consuming more than our planet can actually grow and provide for us when we look into the future. And it is in our decisions every day that we can make a difference, whether it is energy, food or water. All of us are consumers, all of us are part of this mythological global marketplace in which consumption and production decisions are taken every day. We know that technology offers us some prospects, and indeed when you stand in a building such as UNEP's headquarters here in Nairobi, Africa, you know that it is already possible today to produce the electricity for 1,200 people with renewable energy, because that is what we're doing with a solar infrastructure on our roof. But even lighting, we know today that with energy efficient lighting and the emergence of LED technology, we can produce the same amount of light with just 1/10 or soon 1/20 of the electricity. We also need to look at food. Every day, all of us consume food. Some of us are in a situation where we don't have access to enough food. Others, in fact, have so much food that they end up wasting a lot of it. Indeed, the Food and Agriculture Organization and the United Nations Environment Programme have been running for the past 2 years a campaign called Think, Eat, Save, just to draw our attention to this strange fact that every year more than 1/3 of everything that we produce is never consumed. It is lost somewhere between the farm and the market, and it is thrown away every day. And sometimes those decisions are taken out of ignorance or well-intentioned guidance, but actually leading us to the wrong decisions. Sell-by dates on products, or indeed the decision to have to eat meat every day. Few of us realize that a hamburger on its own consumes in the production process more than 2,400 liters of water. Indeed, when we look at water in its own right, we know that very soon, in the coming 8 to 10 years, 1/3 of humanity will be living in parts of the world that can be considered to be under water-stressed conditions. So it is not only the decision every day about how you consume water in your home or house or factory or office building, it is also the embedded consumption of water in the food we consume. So next time when you think about being a water-conserving consumer, think not only about the water that comes out of the tap or out of the well, think also about the water that it takes to produce the things we consume. These are just a few examples of what we mean by sustainable consumption production and what we refer to when we talk about the transition towards a green economy. Less polluting, more resource efficient and capable of maintaining the ecology and the ecological wealth of our nations and communities. Our future is in part predicated upon the principle of reinventing our economies. And that is not only something for finance ministers or industry ministers or trade ministers to do, it is for every one of us to be part of this global marketplace in which our decisions every day determines what happens not only to us, but also to future generations. We in the United Nations family organize these United Nations Days every year. For some, they may just be a gesture. But let me assure you, when you look on the 5th of June about what World Environment Day triggers in terms of activities, initiatives, and bold ideas all over the world, by young people, by old people, by people who work together in an office, by families, by industry, the financial sector, indeed by people who care about the future, not only of our planet, but of our future generations, then you know that it is worth celebrating World Environment Day, not only as one day, but a particular day where we come together, take responsibility, inspire action, and lead by example. Thank you for being part of this global initiative, and thank you for believing in the future, which is full of endless possibilities.